from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading. I do have a few announcements before we get into it. So if you want to go ahead and fast forward to the start of the reading, that's totally fine. And I will timestamp these down below since we're going to be breaking it up between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Okay, so definitely check that out. It's in the description box. All right, so anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about a few things before we get started. So for those of you that don't already know, we have started a Twitch page. So definitely follow us there if you're interested in attending any future live streams similar to what we do on the YouTube live streams, but we now have my daughter with her own page where she's going to be able to get purchases for those readings, and we're separating them. So the first half of the live stream will focus on her being able to interact with you guys and giving you the opportunity to ask questions if you have any questions. We're going to be offering 5, 10, 15, or 20-minute reading options. It, of course, doesn't have to just be about love, romantic relationships. It could be about anything. The 15-minute and 20-minute readings will allow you to ask up to 2 questions. And again, it could be about anything. So we're, as I've mentioned, going to split it up where she does her thing for about an hour or so, just to be able to give you guys the chance to book your reading ahead of time. And that way, once I'm live, we're not having to worry about who wants a reading, how do you pay, and all that information. We've already taken care of all of those details during my daughter Cameron's live stream. I'll have all of that information down below in the description box. And we've announced it on Instagram, so there are posts related to that. Feel free to go ahead and check those out. Or you can always email us at celestialforecasts.official@gmail.com. Again, I'll have that info down below for anybody interested, but definitely follow us, subscribe if that's something that you're interested in. Now, for those of you, again, who aren't familiar with the Twitch platform, and I'm just learning this as I go as well, since we're fairly new to it. So on YouTube, when you subscribe to a channel, obviously you're just clicking that subscribe button and you're good to go. On Twitch, it's a whole different format where you can follow someone, but if you want to subscribe, I believe there's a cost to it. So it isn't much. As far as I know, it starts at $4.99. I'll, provide that information down below again, based off of what I find out. But I believe if you want to subscribe there, of course, we'd love for you to be able to do that so you don't miss any of the fun perks that we offer on Twitch, and to be able to watch live streams and all of that fun stuff. All right. So that's one announcement. And for our YouTube live streams, we're going to try to offer those. We're going to try for at least 2 times a week, but as we've already been doing, I'll go ahead and announce those way in advance. As soon as we know the details, I'll post it on the community tab here on YouTube and, of course, on our Instagram page. So if you don't already follow me there, my official account is The Celestial Forecast by Carrie. Just recently got verified on Instagram. So if you don't see the blue check mark, it's not me. Okay, so definitely make sure you are following my official page. There's a lot of scammers out there, as you guys probably already know. And the whole drama with the YouTube channel getting hijacked. So we're extra careful with how we do things nowadays. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much all I needed to talk about. And of course, we'd love it if you like, share, and comment during this video. It definitely keeps our channel in the forefront of things. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into your reading. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your love forecast here. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thank you guys so much for being here and for tuning in. So let's go ahead and get into some messages here when it comes to your love connection. I'll be splitting it up into divine masculine energies as well as divine feminine, and overall taking a look at where things are at currently, future energies for the connection, and other things that we'll take a look at. And also for my singles, we'll have a very special section at the end of this video, so definitely stick around for that. All right, guys, so general advice, as always, please keep that in mind throughout, and let's get into it. I'll be starting off with this deck right here, which is my exposed deck, and then we'll grab some cards, or maybe a card from the Divine Masculine Revelations deck by Mystic Moon, because we've got a lot to cover here. This is going to be a bit of a lengthier reading. So let's take a look and see. Focusing on the current energies for the Divine Masculine, I do tend to say he or him for the masculine, but custom tailor it for your situation and apply it however way it makes sense for you gender-wise. Same goes for the Divine Feminine portion of this reading. All right, guys, so I'll timestamp it down below so you can fast forward or skip through any of the sections that you don't want to watch. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with the Divine Masculine currently, okay? Well, we're starting off with obnoxious, so that could be what you are dealing with, especially if you're watching for the masculine here. Let's go ahead and grab another card from the Divine Masculine Revelations deck. Let's see what else we need to know about the masculine here currently. Perhaps this is already something that you know about your masculine. That could be a part of their personality. Let's see. We do have music coming through. Song lyrics are speaking to me. Okay, so you could actually be listening to music, perhaps Divine Feminine, where it's more of perhaps one of those revenge type songs when it comes to either a breakup with your masculine or a particular someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that you're romantically linked to, but that is what I'm focusing on here for the collective. So Taurus, let's go ahead and see. Let's grab some words here from the masculine. I'll be pulling from my Voices deck here. I've got volume 1 and 2. This particular one focuses on the thoughts of introspection from the Divine Masculine. All right, let's see. It could also be this masculine who listens to songs about you, Divine Feminine. It could go either way, of course. They could also be a musician, maybe. Music could play a huge part in the connection. Oh, I'm not interested in anyone else, just you. But I have a feeling, you know, with this type of energy coming forward from the masculine, you guys might have had some challenges, or at least when it came to communicating. And I just happened to glance at the bottom of the deck. Let's finish what we started, or start over what we finished. You choose. So this is a masculine that's handing it over to the feminine. It's like you decide, Divine Feminine, whether or not we're going to reconnect, continue to work on the partnership. Okay, so let's finish what we started, or start over what we finished. That's an interesting statement coming through there. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot. All right. So I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 2, which is actually being revised at this moment. So it's not currently available in my deck shop, but it will be soon. All right. So Divine Masculine, current energies for Taurus. So this could be an ex. They're still interested in you, but I feel the feminine holds the key as to whether or not this can even come back together. All right, Divine Masculine. We do have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I really do feel we have a masculine here who at least is wanting to start again, wanting to manifest union with the feminine. And perhaps in the meantime, they've been dedicating their time and energy towards their work environment. If they can't put any of that effort towards the relationship. It could be going towards how they earn their money. You know, it's got something to do with their finances, their career, okay, financial opportunities for this person, but they're also going about it in this very obnoxious way. Interesting. We also have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is very action oriented, as we can see right there. Impulsiveness, fast movement. So that could be describing your divine masculine, if that makes sense for you. I feel this might be a masculine who decides to communicate with the feminine regardless of whether or not the feminine is interested. I'm just getting here that they're very self-absorbed. I'm just kind of getting that vibe that they're just thinking about their own happiness, what it is that they're wanting, what it is that they need at this time, and they're just going to take action regardless of the consequences. I'm kind of feeling that. We also have the Four of Cups. So this is boredom, this is disconnectedness. This could be tied into the regrets that this masculine has. It's also representing that missed opportunity. You see, I'm not interested in anyone else, just you, but it could also be a missed opportunity at this point, you know, so it's up to you, I feel, Divine Feminine, whether or not this can come back together, because check this out. Divine Feminine is coming in as the Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, and Taurus, Divine Feminines, you know, this is your vibe coming through right here. You're, I feel, in a much better place when it comes to your work environment, your security, your finances, because the Queen of Pentacles is very successful in that way, but you're also the type of person who's very giving, very generous. You're a very nurturing type person. And I kind of feel you might have given this person more than what they deserved, okay? But I feel from the masculine standpoint, you're not dealing with a king. We've got pages and knights coming through, and feminine is coming in as a queen. Okay, so it could have been the feminine who decided to cut this masculine out. It could have been the feminine that finally was able to see clearly and be able to do what was necessary in order to empower herself. You know, that could be one scenario coming through there. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight for the masculine, taking a look at their feelings and what it is that they feel the need to express to the feminine here. So I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Oracle. All right, so Divine Masculine, what is it that you want to say to the feminine here? So the feminine's probably cut out the masculine, as I've mentioned, but they're still interested here. They don't want it to be over. So don't be surprised, feminines, if you end up hearing from an ex, for example, somebody that you might have detached from because they still want you. Can't make it up. Look at this. You are the music in my heart, the rhythm in my soul. Together, we are a lyrical masterpiece. There's something tied into music here, guys. Song lyrics are speaking to me, and now we've got you are the music in my heart, the rhythm in my soul. That's a pretty powerful message for some of you guys. Wow. Let's see what else this masculine wants to express at this time for the feminine. Yeah, you see, let's get back together again. They're not interested in anyone else. They're just interested in you. Next card, I'm so crazy in love with you. This person, I feel, they're struggling to let you go, Divine Feminine. Even if there is no contact, this is a part of their energy currently. Even if you did cut them out, they still want you. They still want to be able to get back together. I'll never believe we're really over. I'll never get over losing you. You see? And then bottom of the deck, I want you and only you. Just you. So that's what's coming through there when it comes to this Divine Masculine here. That's pretty powerful stuff coming forward there. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot, okay? So I'll be pulling from the divine counterpart, if you can reference that to this deck. It is the matching deck, so it's the Valentine Connection Tarot. So let's go ahead and see when it comes to the divine masculine's feelings. This person, this masculine, still wants the divine feminine back, for sure. That's how it's coming through here. We've got the Six of Swords. This is really interesting. Look at the next card. We've got the Six of Cups. So 6 representing growth. Okay, so they're feeling very nostalgic. They think about you. They reminisce. They're focused on those memories, divine feminine. They haven't been able to let you go. There's something tied into the past that they can't seem to let go of, you know, but also some of those memories from the past could have also been very painful, okay? And they really want to be able to move on from that, because we do have this transition card from the Six of Swords. But is it possible for you to be able to just leave it behind and move on from what happened in the past, especially if they hurt you very deeply, divine feminine? So that's for you to be able to figure out if that's something you can handle. And I really do feel that's why we've got this card. Let's finish what we started, or start over what we finished. You choose. So this is a masculine speaking through these cards, and the ball is in your court, divine feminine. We've got the Two of Wands. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Star right here. I feel this masculine, they still want a future with you. Maybe they weren't a very good partner by way of meeting you halfway or working together with you in the partnership, but they could have also worked on that, recognizing that something needs to change here, you know. So maybe this represents what they were, or I mean, that could still be a part of their energy, but I can't help but feel that they're willing to make amends here. They're willing to try to do whatever is possible in order to still have you be in their life. You still represent that wish come true. It's just that divine feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords. So that to me is clarification that you probably did cut your masculine out of your life. That's just how it's presenting itself here, you know? And that ultimately could be why you're coming in as the queen, because you're empowered at this point in time. That's just what I'm getting. But you do represent that wish for them. It's totally up to you, of course, divine feminine, if you see a future with this person. Or is it really too much water under the bridge? Are you done? And interestingly enough, this is the next card. We've got the Hierophant. And for a Taurus reading, that's quite significant, considering the Hierophant represents Taurus energy. You know, the commitment that's necessary in a relationship to thrive and to grow. But if that was lacking, perhaps, Taurus, this is the opportunity for you to commit to yourself and you being able to live the best life that you can. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for that message. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some insight focused on the divine feminine. All right, so where's that deck? I'm going to go ahead and pull from the counterpart deck to the first exposed deck I used for the masculine. So this one is exposed to the many sides of the divine feminine. All right, what's going on with the divine feminine currently? What do we need to know here? So if you happen to be representing the divine masculine in this reading and you're watching for a feminine, let's see what that looks like. We have sweet, okay? That very sweet energy between the masculine and feminine, perhaps, or they see you in this way. I feel like grabbing one more energy from the feminine here. Well, we've got 2 cards coming out. Let's grab them. Sweet, nice. Ooh, look at this. And hungry. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let's go ahead and grab some cards, or a card from the Moody Moon Messages deck. This one is by Sister Moon Tarot, honoring the cycle of the Divine Feminine. All right, sweet and nice Divine Feminine. Until I feel you had to not be so sweet and nice, especially if a masculine just wasn't treating you properly, and what you could have been hungry for, or what you were craving, was something that they weren't giving to you. So I feel that the tables have turned, or you could have had a change of heart here, you know, if you were dealing with somebody that you had to cut out of your life. All right, so let's grab a card from here for the feminine. Look at that, self-care, spoiling myself and loving myself, you know? So if the masculine failed to treat you right, part of that hunger, as I've mentioned, is perhaps self-love, going after what it is you want, spoiling yourself for a change, okay? Not depriving yourself. So let's go ahead and grab some voices to messages here. All right, so I'll be grabbing from this deck, Thoughts of Introspection from the Divine Feminine. Taking care of you, Divine Feminine. All right, let's see. For the feminine, current energies for Taurus. Multiple cards again. Okay. I'm willing to listen if you're ready to talk. I always thought I knew what this whole concept of falling in love felt like until I met you. So this could certainly be representing a masculine that you fell in love with, Divine Feminine. Okay. But clearly we have a situation here where you guys are either not in contact, you're not speaking right now, and maybe during this point in time, which is why you're just taking care of you in the meantime. And that's a good thing, you know, being able to focus on yourself for a change. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. So I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. For Taurus, Divine Feminine. All right, what do we need to know here? Some of you might have already moved on to another relationship at this point. You could also be picking up off of this energy for yourself, Divine Feminine. You know, 6 of Wands is a nice card. Success, rebuilding your self-confidence, especially after having experienced situations, relationships that could have hurt you or disappointed you, which I feel is very important towards your self-care here. So that makes sense for me, that you're working on you. Yeah, hard work pays off. All of that effort that you're putting towards yourself will pay off. It's just going to take some time. Healing takes time. Let's see what else. Look at this. Okay, same Taurus energy, the Hierophant. So I feel for my feminines, part of the dedication and effort that you are putting into your life right now and your relationships starts with you, being able to commit to what's important to you. Yeah, we've got the 3 of Wands. So for my feminines, currently, I feel you're just focusing on the future. You're not really dwelling on the past, you know? You're also doing a really great job in trusting your intuition, trusting your heart, following your heart. Okay, so that's actually a really good vibe that's coming forward there. I really like how that's coming through. Let's see what else. You experienced a Tower moment with a masculine here. Could have been an Aries. So you're in separation from somebody that created this Tower, I feel. The lost foundation, as we can see right there. So you went through something pretty trying here. Could have been an unexpected breakup, but it could also have been you, Divine Feminine, that decided all of a sudden, you know what, I've had enough. It's time to go. At the end of the day, it represents an unhealthy relationship that you probably decided to walk away from. I feel that's my feminines. And you walked away from it in order to find happiness for yourself. That makes sense for me, you know. For some of you, however, this could represent a relationship that might have a second chance to be revived, for you guys to come back into union, especially if somebody had commitment issues and perhaps they have realized what it is that they need to do in order to come towards you as a better partner, Divine Feminine. But if that's not what that represents, I feel you had to experience something difficult, walk away from a challenging situation or relationship in order to be able to manifest this. The Ten of Cups represents this divine love that you're meant to experience. And I kind of feel this has to do, for some of you, with a new chapter, a new love. Maybe you've moved on to a better relationship at this point. I always thought I knew what this whole concept of falling in love felt like until I met you. And for some of you, you weren't meant to experience this until after you had to let go of somebody. Look how significant this is. Okay, we've got the Empress. Once again, the Empress represents Taurus specifically. So I can't help but feel some of you guys either already had a child or children together. There could be blended family situations here. Okay. It's either that, Divine Feminine, or you're meant to get married, have children, share a happy home with somebody after having moved on from a challenging relationship. So if it isn't there yet, if it's not a part of your experience, it will be. You've got the Wheel of Fortune right here. Okay. Wheel of Fortune picks up off of fixed signs: Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and of course Taurus. How significant is that for this reading? So I feel, especially my feminines, things are going to be turning around in your life for the better. And I feel it's been a very long time since that has happened. And this is a change for the better. Okay. You've got the King of Cups, which is a divine masculine who is open to loving you, affectionate, as we can see right there. Okay, this is someone who's tapped into their emotions. They're ready for love. They're dedicated, they're devoted, and they bring commitment with them, as well as being able to bring you the happiness you're looking for, Divine Feminine. You could also connect with a Leo here. So I feel the overall outcome for the feminines, even though you might have experienced some difficult moments in your love life, things will improve if they haven't already started improving. Look at this. We come full circle with the Ace of Cups. This, first and foremost, starts with you, Divine Feminine, especially if you're the Taurus in this equation. You know, self-care, self-love, to be able to fill this cup for yourself first, and then to be able to open yourself up to new love, you know, and the deep connection that you could possibly experience with somebody else. Okay. Your relationship of a lifetime, for example. So that looks amazing, the way that presented itself there. All right. So let's go ahead and grab the Divine Feminine's feelings regarding the connection. Let me see what deck I am drawn to here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pull, actually no, I decided on a different deck. Sorry guys. All right, I'm gonna pull from my Woman's Intuition Oracle here. All right, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine's feelings regarding the connection. Whether it's someone from your past, whether it's somebody that you are currently in a relationship with. Let's see what comes forward. It's totally up to you, Divine Feminine, how you interpret these messages for yourself also. All right, let's see. Okay. Our souls, our vibrations, our energies, our thoughts, our memories will forever be intertwined, even if our bodies aren't, although I would prefer the latter. So this is for those of you who are clearly in separation, you know. There's something perhaps about those intimate moments that have been shared between the two of you. Let's see. You are my peace, my safe haven. So this represents a person that brings you that peace rather than creating drama and chaos in your life. Okay, let's grab one more. One more message from the feminine here. Okay, 2. I won't ever forget, my love. Okay, this again is coming through as 2 people who are not together, but check that out. We have twin souls reunite. So this is coming through as a specific message for those of you who are in separation. It could be a twin flame connection. Okay, so there is a reunion, it seems, on the horizon for some of you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot to clarify that. I'll be pulling from my tarot teacher, the revised edition deck. Okay. Focusing on the divine feminine's feelings regarding a particular connection here. So this is coming through for those of you specifically on a twin flame journey who are not together at this point in time. 6 of Swords. Okay, calmer waters. There's healing that's coming through here. 3 of Cups. There is the reunion. Okay, you guys are meant to have a new beginning here. Wow. We've got the 10 of Cups. That's followed by the Fool's energy. And then we've got the Emperor. So this is a masculine who's going to be resurfacing in your life, perhaps, Divine Feminine. Could be a twin flame. Okay. We've got signs popping up here. We've got Aquarius. We've got Aries. We've got water representation. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got air signs as well. So, you know, however way this is coming through for you zodiac sign wise. But I feel that with the 6 of Swords starting off, this is about moving forward. You know, so whatever difficulties you guys ran into or created a separation or distance, there is this need to move on from that, you know, and to be able to start over. There's a cause for celebration right here. Both of these cards represents some sort of reunion for you guys to start again. And I feel it is a masculine who's going to do something about it, you know, either communicate, call, contact you somehow. There's a future meeting here, I feel, when it comes to this connection. So that's specifically for those of you who would be open to a reunion with somebody. If you've moved on and you're already in another relationship, then this part of the message is not for you. I feel this is for those of you who would be open to a reconciliation, possibly with an ex. Could be a twin flame, okay? So that's what's coming through there. So let's go ahead and grab some future energies for the connection that you're focused on. All right, so whether you are masculine, whether you are feminine, let's grab some insight here. Future energies for the connection that you're thinking about for Taurus. All right, here we go. Okay, we've got unwavering belief. We've got the past. Okay, saying goodbye to the past. We've got beso. which means kiss. And lastly, we have again. Okay, so let me read through these and then we'll clarify it with some tarot. So unwavering belief, I never gave up. I want you to know that even on the most difficult of days of missing you, I never gave up on us. I always knew that there would be a day when we'd find our way back to each other. So this person, whoever it is, whether it's you, Taurus, or the person you're thinking about, somebody still believes that this is a workable situation, that you guys can come back together. But there is this need to let go of the past, whatever that represents, okay? So this particular message, you may or may not resonate with every part of it, but it's got something to do with the past for sure, and letting that go. So it does say this was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, to leave the past behind, to move on. And we've already kind of picked up off of that vibe from some of the cards. To leave the past behind and move on. The past is where you and I were, where the good memories live, where my dreams of us fell apart. Our time together is over and I need to find the strength to just say it. Goodbye. Okay, however, we've got Beso, your lips were meant for mine. No other kiss can ever compare to your kiss, our kiss. And then we have this card again. I've never desired anyone as much as I want you. I can't stop myself from thinking about your kiss. Interesting. The way you touch me, make love to me. I can feel you with me even when you're not near. I know you want me just as much. Let's make this a reality again. So even though you guys have said goodbye to each other, even though this is a past connection, there could be someone from your past who wants to try again. And for some of you guys, it could be you, Taurus, who would want to be able to revisit a partnership. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we can learn here. I'll be pulling from my Yummy Tarot this time. So, you would need to ask yourself, would you be interested in a reconciliation with someone from your past? But this is basically an indication that it might not be worth it to revisit it. There's a reason why you said goodbye to this person. Check this out. We've got the Knight of Wands, and now we've got the Two of Pentacles. So somebody could have been juggling other people or obligations, and they didn't put you first or the relationship first. Knight of Wands, keywords, action, passion, in and out. Okay, so they could certainly be very action oriented. You guys could have had a lot of fun together. It could have been a very passionate, magnetic relationship. Okay, but this person doesn't stick around because they were juggling other opportunities or people, so they could have been in and out of your life here. Let's see what else. You could also be dealing with someone who's paranoid, they're anxious, perhaps they feel like they're running out of time to do something about this, they're not sleeping at night. The Nine of Swords, somebody has nightmares, they can't sleep, they're stressed out. But I feel for my Tauruses, you're more content being on your own. If you haven't already moved on to another relationship where you're happy, then I feel you'd rather just do your own thing and no longer be in this partnership. Because again, there's a reason why you ended things more than likely and why you guys parted ways. But what I can tell you when it comes to this person, if they had the opportunity to just make a wish about this and actually have it come true, they would want you back. They want you to be a part of their reality again. Nine of Pentacles, though, they're probably either not moved on, they could be single, or maybe they've been in and out of relationships and nothing substantial came from it. Okay, you could be single at this time as well, Taurus, but Nine of Pentacles is actually a really nice energy. You're able to stand on your own 2 feet. Perhaps you enjoy your freedom, you're independent, and as it says, you're self-sufficient. And check that out. You've got the Two of Cups, which of course represents a very nice love connection, true love, a very nice soul partnership. Okay, so perhaps that's how this person feels about you, that you are either their soulmate or even their twin flame. But I'm feeling just instinctively that you guys are on different pages here. This person wants a fresh start, though. They would love to be able to create a life with you. But check that out. Queen of Swords, intelligent, independent, divine feminine. I don't think you're interested in revisiting this partnership. I'm just getting that for some. Why is that? The moon. Okay, you could have been dealing with a Pisces for some of you. I don't think they were honest with you because the moon represents things that are hidden from you. They could have been deceptive somehow, eluding you into believing one thing when in fact there was a whole different level to the truth, you know? And interesting how we've got the Justice card right next to it. Yes, it's about restoring balance, you know, balancing the scales in a situation, but it's also about clarity. It's also about facing the truth, telling the truth. And they weren't doing that, not with that moon card right next to that. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a Capricorn. We've got the Devil's energy right here. So I can't help but feel, Taurus, that you might have been dealing with somebody, or yeah, you might have been dealing with somebody who had addictive behavior, obsessive behavior, unhealthy attachments. They could have been bound to things that just were not of a good influence. And I'm kind of feeling that they have this unnecessary, unhealthy attachment to you still, you know? So here's your clarity, Taurus, to be able to cut this person out of your life, you know? So if you're uncertain, if you're on the fence about it, this right here will be able to help you through that, to ensure that you will be successful letting go of the past, because you really are meant to move on. You know, here's the Chariot creating that movement for you. Look at that, in order to make your wishes come true. I feel for my Tauruses, you're just meant to go in a different direction at this point, which is why future energies that we're tapping into, there are certain situations that are no longer meant to go anywhere. You know, those situations, and in your particular situation, you'll know that it's no longer meant to be. It's no longer meant to move, because there's something else going on here where your hopes and your wishes are tied into something else or someone else. We've got the Chariot representing Cancer. We've got the Star representing Aquarius. So any of those signs could be significant. And we also have Libra coming forward here. So, you know, that's what's coming through there. Not all scenarios, not all relationships are meant to be a part of your future for a reason. So just trust the signs that you are being given from the universe, because I have a feeling here, Taurus, that your future looks a lot brighter than what you might have even envisioned for yourself thus far. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here, focused on the lessons that need to be learned, either on your part or maybe the person that you're thinking about or had to cut out of your life. So let's go ahead and see what comes through, okay? I'll be pulling from my Harsh Truth Oracle here. All right, so I'm guided to pull 4 cards from here. So take whichever one of these messages you're guided towards, okay? All right, Taurus. The harsh truth of a situation, lessons that need to be learned on your life's journey at this time. And if I didn't mention it at the top of this video, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you are guided to tune in, hopefully there's something in the messages that makes sense for you. All right, 4 cards. Okay, that's 1. Okay, we've got 2, 3. You're being directed to speak up. And 4. Okay, what do we have? So this is the first one. Stop dreaming about it and make it a reality. Otherwise, it will remain a fantasy that may never come to fruition. Start today. All right, so in a way, this is another sign from the universe telling you, if you want something to happen in whatever area of your life that might fall into, Do something about it. Take action. Take it out of the dream world and bring it into reality. Make it a tangible part of your reality. Okay, so if this is a particular goal or dream or fantasy, only you can make that happen, Taurus. You'll never know unless you ask, which is true. So if you have been in the dark about something, whether that's a romantic partnership or something else going on, it's up to you to be able to inquire about it, you know? Which is why this is coming through as well. It's like, speak up. If you need clarification, if you need to get a question answered, it's time to go ahead and voice it. Speak it. Speak up. And lastly, being Instagram official doesn't mean you've found your happily ever after. Okay? Sometimes we get so caught up on social media and to just put our best foot forward on social media. But the reality of it is, behind closed doors, there could be something else going on in a relationship. So there's also this need to peel back any sort of hidden agenda, you know, and I feel with cards like the moon, hidden agenda, secrets, lies, all of those things will eventually come to the surface anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot for that one. All right. I'll be pulling from my 10 yellow tarot. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at some messages for singles after this. All right. So stop dreaming about it, Taurus, and make it happen. Don't be afraid to speak up. 10 of Wands. All right. So if it has been a burden for you, whatever this dream is, there's something there that's weighing heavily on you, okay? And only you can ultimately lay it down. We've got the Lover's card. You could be dealing with a Gemini as well. So you might have a question about a love connection. Maybe you're in the dark when it comes to a relationship. Maybe you don't know how they feel. Maybe you don't know where you stand with this individual. So it's up to you to be able to make that choice to perhaps speak up and ask, okay? Let's see what else here. What else for Taurus, please? The harsh truth and the lessons that need to be learned. Some of you perhaps need to spend time on your own, be in hermit mode. You could also be dealing with a Virgo here. Okay, look at this. We've got the 4 of Wands. There's that twin flame reference. And here we are with the 2 of Swords. So there definitely are situations that are stuck or are at a stalemate. You'll know which situation that is referring to based off of what's going on in your life, Taurus. But I feel for some of you, when it comes to your love connection, things are looking up in that area as well. It's either looking up or it's not going anywhere. You know, it's kind of extreme, whatever you're experiencing in your life. Either your love life isn't going anywhere or it's just taking off right now. So you'll know once you hear this where you fall into that equation, okay? And also, it's interesting to me, this whole reference to being Instagram official. It doesn't mean you've found your happily ever after. So it's very important that you don't lie to yourself, that you're honest with you. Like, is this relationship really working? You know, do I know where I stand with this person? Are they being truly open and honest with me? Okay. Or is it just you that's feeling the connection and they're not on the same level? So definitely don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to peel back the layers, you know, put yourself out there and get some answers. That's what I'm picking up there. All right. So now let's go ahead and get to the section for our singles here. So if you happen to be single, and I'm assuming you are, if you are interested in this portion of the reading, let's go ahead and grab some letters, much like I do for the mini readings on Instagram and on TikTok and the shorts that I do post here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and grab some letters. I've combined a couple of decks, both containing letters, so it could be a part of you or your person's name. All right, so Taurus, for singles. All right, so we're going to start off with an S. We have an F. Ooh, somebody could live in San Francisco. That could be someone's initials. We have K. Okay. We have H. This one's flying over here. We have an R. Let's grab a few more. All right, we have an O. G. Check that out. We've got double K's popping up. So this is one of those scenarios where you and the person that you connect with, both first names might start with a K, you know, like Kenny and Kathy. You know, that's just an example, but somebody could also have a couple of K's in their name. Let's see. We have I and one last letter. Okay. We have a P. Okay. So if any of these letters make sense for you, maybe you already know this person, but it could also be an indication of somebody completely new who comes in to your life. So play around with these letters, especially once you start dating somebody and if you're really feeling that connection. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some zodiacs. Okay, let's set that aside. Okay, so let's grab some zodiacs. In this particular deck, it's got duplicates in here. So somebody could have the same sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in their represented chart. Could be yours as well. Let's see. For Taurus. Okay, so there's two sides to this card. We've got Capricorn coming through, and that already presented itself. But if this is somebody who wants to return, if you're single and you're in separation right now, just be mindful of what it is that they want to bring towards you. Because if it's not good, then you need to be able to decide, make that choice that would be right for you. You could also connect with an Aries here. Another Taurus like yourself. We do have Sagittarius coming in. Let's grab a couple more. You could also connect with a Scorpio. One more. And we've got double Capricorn. Okay, two Capricorns represented right there. So maybe the person that you're thinking about could be Capricorn. They could have heavy Capricorn representation in their chart. So any combination of these signs right here. All right, guys, so let's grab some descriptions of who could be thinking about you or who it is that you end up connecting with. A new love connection for singles. I'll be pulling from my Enlightened Mystery Oracle, Volume 1 and 2. So let's grab some descriptions here of who this person might be. All right. A rainbow will bring you your future love. Maybe you see a rainbow that day, you know, so however significant that might be. You and your future love will enjoy traveling the world. Maybe you already love to travel. You could also connect with this person during a trip. Could be unexpected. Your future love will be with you forever, which is great because this person is not going to be having, what am I trying to say? They're not going to have any issues as far as committing. There you go. No commitment issues. They're just there to love you and to love you forever. Your person's birthday could possibly be in September. So if that is the case, you could connect with a Virgo or a Libra here. Your ideal mate has dark hair and brown eyes. This is interesting, so obviously take it only if you'd be open to this. Your ideal partner is your ex. Life will find a way to bring you back together when the time is right, okay? It's not going to be for everybody. You will meet your future love on New Year's Day. So if you're single for the remainder of this year, there could be something significant with your love life early part of next year. If not New Year's Day, then perhaps the month of January. You and your ideal mate will find true happiness, which is nice. You and your ideal mate will be a match made in heaven. So this could be a perfect match, very compatible for you, Taurus. So that's nice. You could also connect with an Aries, okay? Let's grab a couple more. Or another Taurus, look at that. And which we've already seen that through the zodiac cards there. One last one. Your ideal mate is successful, well-rounded, and down to earth. I feel whoever this represents for my singles, that you guys will get along great. It could start off as a friendship and then turn into something more. All right, so let's see what else we can tap into for you, Taurus. All right, so let me grab some cards from, where's that deck? I'm going to pull from my dating scene oracle, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Let's go ahead and see who it is that is coming towards you, who it is that you need to avoid. Let's see. All right, for singles. All right. Ooh, Divine Feminine. Whenever you make this love connection, it could be love at first sight. Okay, we do have Love Struck Divine Feminine. All right, let's see what else. Look at this. We've got Marriage Material. You could also connect with a single dad for some of you guys. This is love at first sight. Instant connection, a soulful bond. All right, I actually really love how that presented itself right there for you. Okay, so let's wrap things up with some tarot. And let's see what comes forward here. All right, I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. For singles. Okay. We've got the Star. So if you're wishing for love to come into your life, it's on its way to you, okay? Even though you've struggled through your love life, some of the ups and downs that you have been through could have been very difficult for you. But regardless of all that, I feel you will be able to move on from that. So it's very important with the Three of Wands right here. Just focus on what's ahead of you. Don't worry about where you've been. Don't worry about the past. It is what it is. We can't go back in time and change it. So all you can do is focus on what's ahead of you, because I feel what's coming towards you is a whole lot better than where you've been. And for some of you guys, maybe it's around the corner, okay? Could be really close. I love this, Divine Feminine. You're coming in with the energy of the Empress. And once again, the Empress represents Taurus. So for my feminines, this is a beautiful time for you when it comes to love and romance, being able to bring that in. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So first and foremost, this is picking up off of your career, your finances, money matters, all of that looks amazing to be able to bring in prosperity and abundance your way. But you know, abundance comes in many forms, and that includes love. This right here could be a very nice offer of love from somebody who's ready for commitment. You know, I'm kind of feeling for some of you, this could be a love match that moves rather quickly. And, you know, sometimes that isn't always the best thing, but I feel this could be a very positive experience for some of you that could even lead towards marriage, long-term commitment here, Taurus. It's beautiful. All right, so that's what I'm getting, guys, when it comes to singles. I feel love is close. It's on its way to you, and I feel even though you haven't had the best experiences before, things are about to change for the better. Love it. All right, guys, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Just a few announcements before I sign off. For those of you who didn't see my announcement on Instagram or in the community tab here on YouTube. We're now on Twitch. When my channel got hijacked, we had to figure out a way to come up with different alternatives to do live streams, and so we ended up opening an account on Twitch. So my daughter has her own account because she is our moderator, and I have my own channel as well on Twitch. So give us a follow. We'd love for you guys to check out future live streams and to be able to subscribe and get some perks along with that. And it's very similar to the live streams that we do here on YouTube, and it allows folks the opportunity to get your own personal mini reading. On Twitch, you're able to book a longer mini reading. So we're offering them at 5, 10, 15, or 20-minute sessions. Okay, so if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. I'll have all the links provided down below in the description box, as well as the links to all of the decks that you see here today. And please like, share, comment to be able to allow our channel to continue to thrive. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.